However, certain groups may experience it more frequently because of social, economic, and historical conditions that repeatedly limit their sense of control over life outcomes.
Mm-hmm. Now skip down to one right here.
Count of the one con. Social and historical context.
Mm-hmm.
Researchers have found that learned helplessness often develops in populations facing chronic oppression, discrimination, or poverty.
Mm-hmm. So now remember, you know what I mean? Like right now, what is taking place right now in society? I'm being specific. In America, what's taking place right now with the government?
Salaki,
Come on,
a shutdown.
shut down. What is going to happen on November 1st?
I believe we're gonna lose food stamps.
Right, and what are some of black people feeling? Y'all should go. Y'all should do you do some
Desperation.
interviews.
Salakia, desperation.
Desperation Wells.
Anger. Anger.
Come on.
Sir, I was watching a video about that today. A sister was saying, you know what I'm saying, they're going to start looting the place. You know, they're going to start walking out with buggies full because they got to feed a family of 5 or 6, and they just going to start ringing up at the registers. And if they card doesn't get declined or whatnot, they're just going to walk right on out with it. So they in the desperation mode, sir. Salaki, sir.
Yeah, Anna brother say Kahan Quatazab said it. They're scared. You're right. Like there's everything you all saying is correct when it comes to black people, Hispanic, and First Nation people. You understand? They're scared. And because of that, because they're scared, because of that fear, they now think they're gonna have to do what? Commit a crime to survive. You understand? When you mean little do you know who you think is going to be affected more with a shutdown?
The number one recipient of the SNAP benefit, sir.
Yes.
That's the oppressor.
Yes. Folk. Yeah. Remember the farmers, they're crying right now. They are crying right now. They're crying. They're saying Donald Trump done take the money and give it to who? The Argentinians. Mm-hmm. Right? And the ones who not we brothers, Isupk, the ones that over our brothers in Argentina, he gave them $40 billion. You understand? 40. He raised the tariffs to the point where now the cost of the lobsters are. Ooh-wee. No more lobsters leaving America. Canada is selling all the lobsters in the world. You understand? And that should show you, when you come in here, that's where it starts off, which you starting to win, which you taking control of your life. When you come into the truth, you start controlling what? What you start controlling? Go to go to Proverbs. Come on.
Your actions, your behavior.
Yes, you start. Yes, give me that one with smoking. You got the precept on smoking? Give me 2 precept on smoking. Right, give me the one. I think it's in the I think it's either in the Old Testament, Ezekiel, where it put that branch to your nose. Right, and give me the one in Proverbs. Come on.
Ezekiel 47:12.
Yeah, give me the one in Proverbs.
Come on. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
Right, an ungodly man. This is what an ungodly man does. Right, you come in here and you learn that this is an ungodly man, and you have been an ungodly man. Read.
And in his lips there is a burning fire.
And in his lips there is a burning fire. You sucking on a cigarette butt or on a weed. You understand? You sucking on it. You understand? There's something in your lips that is what? Read. And in his lips what?
Is a burning fire.
Is a burning fire. You understand? You come and learn that, and you do what? You start what?
Changing, sir.
Yeah. You started saying, you know what? I'm going to quit. Some of us able to go cold turkey. Some of us may not be able to do it. So guess what? We get counsel on it. And we have programs in here to help you get off that habit. You understand? You can fight that habit. You understand? You don't have to be an alcoholic. You was that in the world. You don't have to. You understand? You can come in here and drink and control it. You understand? You don't have to, you know what I mean, be who you was. You could lose that person. You could win. You understand? You could conquer that psychological condition that the oppressor, he done, you know what I mean, put you in for your whole entire life until you walk through that door and Commander General Hannah, you mean, start cleaning up through his teachings, through his officers. You understand? Right? Give me the other one in Ezekiel.
47 and 12.
All right. Ezekiel 47 and 12. All right. And then somebody find for me the story where they went and built the golden calf. All right. I think it's in Exodus. All right. Who got it for me? Dan, who you having there to read? Come on.
This young man, my G. This is
Come on.
the book of Ezekiel, chapter 47, verse 12. And by the river upon the bank thereof, on this side and on that side shall grow all trees for meat, whose leaf shall not fade, neither shall the fruit thereof be consumed. It shall bring forth new fruit according to his months, because their waters they issue out
Hold
of
on.
Salaki.
Hold on. No. It's Ezekiel 8 and 17. Salaki. But Ezekiel 8 and 17.
Salakia.
Yep.
All right. And you're gonna see. This is how you fight. Come on.
Salakia. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 8, verses 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here?
Right. Is it a light thing? Like, brothers and sisters, you would think that it's a light thing to smoke right now. Everybody doing it. Almost every young person, if they ain't smoking, they're vaping. If they ain't vaping, they're smoking. You understand? Doing that hookah, or whatever you call it. Right? Read on.
For they have filled the land with violence, and they return to provoke me to anger.
Right. They have turned the land to violence, and that's one of the things it's known for. Brothers who commit these violent crimes, more than likely they get high before they do it. You understand? And that's where the violence come from, because once it wears off and you're in prison, brother, you get your senses back. You go before the judge and you all polite. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, this, that. You'll swear like, yo, he a good citizen. What is it he doing here? And then when the judge read what you did, or what you're here for, you're gonna start to cry because he about to get a life in prison. And that's when the demon don't leave you. That's when you're sober. You're sober. You ain't high no more. You understand? Read on. And
And
more news coming out. So like more news coming out, more research also coming out that that whole weed will lead to some form of psychosis. You understand? You're gonna suffer from it. You mean repetitive use of it. You understand? And depending on how how bad the use is, that psychosis could kick in. And before you know it, you acting totally different. Your brain all the way messed up. You understand? Because it's affecting some side of your brain and you don't even know it. All you know, you feeling good. You understand? Read on.
and lo, they put the branch to their nose.
They put the what?
They put the branch to their nose.
Again, they put the branch to your nose. Read.
Verse 18. Therefore will I also deal in fury.
Right, and that's the Lord telling you he's going to deal in fury. You're going to have to come in here and conquer everything your dad, your uncle, your mom, your aunt and them ain't conquer. You're going to have to come in here and do it. You're going to have to come in here and you're going to have to take charge of your life. You're going to have to take charge of it. You're going to have to take charge of when you go in that grocery, what you're going to put in that basket. You understand? You're going to have to decide, well, you know what, Christmas coming up, I'm not going to celebrate it. You are going to have to decide to do it. You are going to have to decide to do it. Or you're giving in to this what? Psychological problem that, they say we have as a people, right? So when it's singular, meaning when it's affecting that one person, is basically just says is learned helplessness. But this is not just affecting a person. And on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, what the oppressor tried to do is he tried to turn us into individuals. You understand? He tries to turn us into individuals. You understand? To the point where we don't really see what happened to another brother, right? It's like, well, that happened to him. That ain't gonna happen to me. Negro, you better wake up and realize if it's gonna happen to him, if he gets shot running away from the cops, if he gets shot while he was sitting down in the car, obeying all the laws, all the command the cops was giving him, what you think gonna happen to you? You think some different outcome is gonna happen? You understand? But the oppressor don't find a way to treat us, to make us feel like we dealt with as individuals, or we not. We're not. That's why so many brothers, get that mistaken identity from these cops at times. You understand? Because you're not individual. If I go, rob a bank right now, they ain't gonna just be looking for me. To them, is all, black men, did it. You understand? Okay. Also, too, there's a scripture I want. All right. What's another way? What do we do to also help us fight and overcome? These addiction. That our fathers and mothers, our aunts and uncles who outside the truth have.
Shalaki.
Come on.
We pray and we fast.
That's right. Which that's why we do what? That Day of Atonement is very important.
That's right.
Very, very important. In which you what? You fast to do what? Why do we fast?
Shalaki, sir.
Mm-hmm.
To afflict ourselves.
Right? To afflict yourself. To do what? What are you afflicting yourself for? What you're trying to do?
Shalaki.
Sir.
Uh-huh.
We're trying to strengthen our spirit.
That's it.
For the war.
Yes, that's it. That's the only way. So you come in here, brother, your kids better be, focused on getting what? A's. You understand? You doing anything, you are totally focused on being the best you could be. You understand? You're going to some trade school, you know what I mean, to do some carpentry, you're gonna be the best carpenter. You're gonna be the top of your class. You understand? You're gonna be the best at everything. You're gonna have to fight and conquer that spirit or that demon that's trying to tell you what you can't do it. You know what I mean? What make you think you now could come and do this? You know what I mean? How many of you all, you know what I mean, did the had to go get your license? You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, it was a fight. You know what I mean? When you came in here, and you've been told to what? Go get your license. Go get your driver's license. And it was just a fight to just go get that. But you did it. And when you did it, it feels what? It feels rewarding when you accomplish something. Come on.
So like you said, I had a precept.
Come on.
It's the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Mm-hmm.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Yeah. All right. And you want to be that. You want to come in here and do that to get over that psychological condition. All right. Come on. Where did I say I wanted to go? Oh, get me when I think it's in Matthew 4, right? When Christ was being tempted.
Salakia, so did you still want that the molten calf scripture?
Yeah, hold that for me. Hold that. We're gonna get that in a few minutes. Hold that for me, right? Hold on. Bakel, you remember it finish? Come on, go ahead.
This isn't because of race, it's because of repeated external barriers that teach people their actions don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Groups historically exposed to systemic injustice, for example, African Americans.
And we know who the African Americans are, right? These so-called blacks, Hispanics, I'll throw in also too, right? And the indigenous people, the so-called First Nation people, right? Read on.
And other marginalized ethnic minorities have often faced cycles of limited opportunity, institutional racism, economic inequality, unequal access to education and healthcare.
No, read.
Over generations, these conditions can cultivate a collective sense of powerlessness.
How do black people feel?
Powerless.
How do you know they feel powerless? What do they do? What gives it away? Come on.
They desperate. They'll do anything.
But there's one thing that stands out.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
We try to vote.
No, with voting, it's the mindset behind voting is they think they have the power to make a change. They think that. You understand? That they have that illusion. But there's something, right? That it's like it stands out where we're powerless and this is all we could do.
So like I said,
come on.
So like I said, I was gonna say you start I won't say envying, but you start acting as if you are their oppressors. You want to join their holidays and things that they do because they seem as if they're God to you.
Not that. Come on.
So like they'll do things that land us in prison.
Y'all, I'll tell y'all, you know what I mean, think like you're in the world. What do powerless people do when things happen to them?
Salaki.
Okay, I shouldn't say things happen to them, but when things happen to a black person, right, that is real atrocious, like for example, George Floyd, what did we do?
We broke.
We what?
We broke.
Give me a little more.
Like we conceded. We started. I mean, we went. We gave up. Like Shalaki. I don't know.
Salaki.
You don't know? Yeah, come on.
We start marching.
That's it. Like what else? Do you see the white man marching when Osama bin Laden hit down the towers? Did he go march across any Middle East and say no justice, no peace? No, he didn't do that. Do you see any other nation marching? The Chinese, do they go march? Have you seen them marching? No, they don't, because they have China. East Indians, you ever see them marching?
Sir.
No.
Salaki,
What about Africans? No. Come on.
Salaki said, if I may, I was just going to say, like, the first time you really see, and the only time you see the Edomites marching is if you're taking away their rights. That's the only time, like this whole No Kings march.
Yeah, but okay, their march is different than our march because this system is their system. That whole marching, that whole protest, that's the way they deal with their problem. And their marching is more so, it's after their marching comes what? What comes after?
Shalaki, sir.
Come on.
They get results.
They get results, but okay, it's to the point where, come on.
They do riots.
They do riots, but it ain't like, you know what I mean, like it's not as, you know what I mean, like with us. Because like, remember, come on.
They more so march for opinions. We marching to stay alive, so to stop getting unalive. They're marching for, like, you know, food, liquor. We're marching to have breath in our bodies. Shalaki.
I'll take that. All right. But it's more so the next step is economic. You understand? The next step is economics with them. We don't think economic. We don't think, well, you know what? We're not going to celebrate Christmas. We're not going to celebrate July 4th. We don't go to that distance with it, with our protests. You understand? We don't do that. Their whole way of, you know, I mean, protesting is, you know, I mean, different as, you know, I mean, black people. As you're saying, we marching to join them. They're not marching to join themselves. You understand? They're marching so that they could shut this whole place down. We're not marching with that intent to shut the whole place down. You understand? We're marching to show white people what? That we love you all and we want to live in your society. Just stop killing us, please. Let's stop it. You understand? It's too different. Come on.
Sir. I had a question. So if the SNAP benefits don't come on, right? You think that people still gonna want to celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas?
They will find a way because they Americanize. They will find a way to do it. And if they don't do it, how would they feel?
Like bad parents, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, and before you know it, somebody was saying it earlier, where they said a woman was saying that she's going to commit a crime. Right? She's going to commit robbery, and that's what the oppressor wants you to do. You feel so helpless that the only thing you can think about is to go rob. So now you're trying to feed the children, right? No, you get catch, you're going to jail. Who's going to feed the children now? You're a dummy, right? That should be the last thing on your mind. Like, what black people don't understand is this whole shutdown, we're gonna be just fine. We gonna, you know what I mean? It could have, you know what I mean, two cans inside that cupboard. We're gonna make sure that can stretch. We're gonna make, you know what I mean, we're gonna make, you know what I mean, the liquor out of them 2 cans. You know what I mean? And everybody gonna be, you know what I mean, gonna be filled. You understand? But the oppressor, he loses one election. And what almost happened? What almost happened?
So like it, sir.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
They nearly overthrew the government.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And that's them. Because they think everything is for them. Everything is made for them. You understand? Like they are not fit. So just imagine when this place falls, you think they fit mentally to deal with with problems, with with troubles that come with this life when there's no food? No. There's so much examples where these oppressors, they will lose their money and lose their mind and commit suicide before they live like black people or Hispanics. And we won't do that. We'll just live. We'll find a way to deal with the oppressor. We'll find a way to deal with the oppression. We'll find a way to deal with it. But that mentality of that little helplessness as a culture, it could mess with you in times like these.
So like,
And
so
you think come on.
So like, so I was gonna say, like that's like our people, we need to understand, like when we giving things from the oppressor, all it does is just makes us weak. You know what I'm saying? Like far as it go with the food stamps and everything, like Lord allow, it's good to have food stamps, free food and whatnot. But what we fail to realize is also that we stop learning, try to have our own farms or shop with our own local people or egg market, our own milks and our own little natural resources. If the grid was to go down, we out here in the dark because we so used to going to grocery stores and getting EBT and all the other stuff. When the Lord give us the land and the opportunity to build as well. So like I said.
That's right. All right. And now Kahan to Zap, right? He made a comment there, right? He said what? Robert F. Williams. Who know who Robert F. Williams is? Anybody know who Robert F. Williams is? Don't know who he is? Look him up.
Come on.
Who is?
Robert Franklin Williams was an American civil rights leader and author best known for serving as the president of the Monroe, North Carolina chapter of the NAACP in the 1950s into the 1961. He succeeded in integrating the local public library and swimming pools in Monroe.
What he's known for, he said, the brother specifically say he shot at the Klan.
Salakia.
Come on.
They say that he believed that black people should meet racist violence with force.
With force. Right? Okay, no problem. Monroe, who gonna make the bullets? I mean, what's his name? Roberts. Who gonna make the bullets? Williams, who gonna make the bullets? Who gonna make the guns? Where we get the guns from?
The oppressor.
Oh, so we're gonna fight the oppressor with his weapon. Oh, so we're gonna put everybody in jeopardy. Why we just don't do what the Lord say to do? You understand? Why we don't do what the Lord just said to do?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
Because we stiff-necked and stubborn.
Yeah. Like you trying to fight your way out of oppression with the cigarette in your hand. Right? The Lord is not going to let that happen, Mark. He's not. The Lord wants to be what? He wants the what? What does the Lord want?
Like it, sir.
Come on.
The Lord wants the glory.
Yeah, he wants the glory. Give me where it is, give me Exodus 23 and I think 25 or 25 and 23. Give me that quick. Right? Nat Turner tried the same thing too. And guess what happened to him? He was what?
So, like I sir,
Mm-hmm.
they made shoes out of his skin.
They eat him. I mean, yeah, I mean, like brothers, they have the right spirit, but the execution is poor.
Right.
You understand? That execution is poor. What do you do with that spirit? What do you do with it? Am I saying not to defend your people? You should defend your people if harm come, because Christ believes in what? Self-defense. He does believe in self-defense. You understand? We do believe in self-defense. But we are not going to try to exact justice on what on what clans members. No, brother. You're not going. No, you're not going to jeopardize a nation because of your selfishness, because you want glory. No, no, it's not going to happen like that. Come on.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 25. And ye shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water.
No, give me where you say I will be an enemy unto your enemy. Where you at? I might be quoting, but I mean, I something. I mean, I might be quoting the wrong one. Come on.
No, I got it, sir.
Come on.
It's Exodus 23 and 22.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, but if thou should indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies.
You understand? The Lord is saying he wants to be what? An enemy unto your enemy. You understand? The Lord can make these oppressors fight and unalive each other, and all we do is sit back. Them same clan members gonna be the right wing, gonna be fighting the what? The left wing. The Republicans gonna be fighting the Democrats. What do you think was gonna happen on January 6th? It was the Republicans that was going to fight against who? The Democrats. You understand? Let the Lord do his work, man. You work on yourself. You fight. You know what I mean? Come into these classes. Come and learn how to serve the Lord, and you do it. You understand? And don't be scared like Robert Williams. Don't be scared like him. And why am I saying he was scared? Because he trusted in what? What he trusted in?
Salaku.
Come on.
The white man's way of doing things.
Yeah. So he think meeting racism with violence was going to what? Free your people? That's not how you free your people. How you free your people, you're going to have to do what the Lord said to do. See what Moses did? Did Moses have a sword and a shield and went to war with the Egyptians? Moses didn't do that. So what and people will think, okay, how they treated us now was different back then. It's the same treatment you think we was getting in Egypt. You think they was patting us on our back and telling us good job, good work? Right. Remember, Pharaoh told us to do what? To go make what? Bricks without straw. He increased our oppression. So you can imagine how they was treating us in Egypt. Joseph had enough wisdom to tell his people, yo, go tell the Egyptians you all are farmers, right, so that they could do what? They could put, yeah, basically. Joseph knew once whatever he told them, the Egyptian will not want them close by and will keep, will send them away. You understand? Today, the oppressor, he not even leaving you alone for 5 years. To do what? You know how much Black Wall Street that the oppressor went and tear down? And that's without what? We didn't the Tulsa, Oklahoma. Did we fire? Did we shoot at any Klan member?
Lie, sir.
No, we got blamed for doing what? Our brother got blamed for doing what? For touching some white woman that never happened. Never happened. And that whole city was burned to the ground. You understand?
So like, if I may, out of one.
Come on.
So the idea of even trying to join and building his empire alongside the oppressor is damn near like it's not even worth it to even try to fit in. You know what I'm saying? The idea of being a part of it's sure enough going to lead to destruction.
Yes, and joining him is that same psychological condition, that oppression, that learned helplessness. It's like you can't help yourself. You think you did without this money. You know, black people, when they tell them, "Yo, ain't no heaven for the white man," what do they say? If he ain't going to heaven,
I don't want
then
to.
I ain't going. Yeah, I ain't going too. You understand? That's the messed up mentality we have as a people. You understand? Right? Read on. Read this last part here. Bankel.
So like, if I make up,
come on,
is like somebody that's in the world, like I think the brother said earlier, it's because of fear. So you take that the idea of seeing what could happen to you because you do a certain thing, like an oppressor does something to you, like it does create a form of fear, like to stand up, like somebody who doesn't have the idea of what an oppressor could do to you after you say something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you better be quiet. You know what they'll do to you. It's like it's like a real thing for the Black, Hispanic, Native Indian community, sir.
Yes. And you come in here and you learn to do what?
Break that spirit.
Break that spirit, and you head to camp, lace them boots up, and you get on that podium and you tell the white man in the most eloquent way he's the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand?
Be naked.
And you don't need a gun to do that. You don't need a gun to cut a man to shreds. You understand? You know which white people they call the cops on us because what? We are speaking to their character, and that's hurting them. You understand? And then before you know it, Christ's gonna come back and it's gonna be on and popping. You understand? It's gonna be on and popping. You understand? Like you want to take it the easy route out without changing? Nah, it ain't gonna happen like that. It's not going to happen like that. There's so much. There's so much examples like the one we're gonna read about. Go ahead and read the read that one you're holding choir bar in Exodus. But before you read that one, Bankel, read this here. This here.
Modern examples and studies. Some research findings across sociology, education, and psychology include educational systems. Students from historically underfunded or segregated schools may internalize the belief that they aren't smart enough or that effort won't change their circumstances.
So guess what they do? They fight to go join who? The oppressor. Instead of sticking and doing what? Fighting with their own school. What did Rosa Parks? They tried to push Rosa Parks like she was a, like she was a like an icon. You understand? When we should have fight to get our own bus system. You understand? Like this is what. Come on.
We did get our own bus system.
And what happened to it?
We sold it to the white man.
Yeah.
So like, sir,
come on.
They have an old Southern saying. It goes something like the white man ice is always colder, sir.
Yeah. And that's the illusion. Because right now, there are no ice in people's cup. There's bare heat in the place for them. You understand? With this economy, like we've been duped as a people, right? Especially for those of us who want to say, yo, Barack Obama was the first black president. We could achieve something. What have Barack Obama did for black people? I've seen what Donald Trump doing for his people right now. Oh, their chest is all the way out here. Their head all the way up here. I see what Donald Trump doing to his people. You understand? Like he really, really looking after his people. You understand? So what did Barack Obama do for black people? Go ask them people who voted, what, 8 or 10 years ago, and ask them if it changed. If it made a difference. Putting ink on your hand made a difference. If he was to wake, what's his name? What's your brother name we just read about? Forget his name. Robert. Go wake Robert William up and find out if what he did changed the course for black people. Go ask Nat Turner if what he did changed the course for black people. But I've seen who changing the course of black people. That's Commander Junior Hanna. And we're gonna follow him. You understand? Because he changing the course. You see what's happening on the news right now is everything that he prophesied that was going to happen through this Bible. You understand? He's changing the course for you. Now you're able to come here and do what? And have a family. You understand? Now you're able to come in here and understand your duty as an officer, as a priest of the Lord. You go to church and you will not understand. You think your duty is to serve that woman in the church. Not the preacher. The woman serve the preacher. You serve the woman. You understand? And you think that's your duty as a man in the church. You understand? But in here, you come in here and you learn your duty as a man. Your duty as a man, as the Bible says, to do what? What's your duty as a man? What does the Bible say is the duty of a man?
So like it, sir.
Come on.
To serve Lord in Christ.
Yes. To serve the Lord under Christ, under Commander Junior Hanna. You understand? That's who you serve. You understand? Right? Read on.
So like
come on.
Economic systems, financial struggle, despite hard work, can make communities feel their efforts don't matter.
You understand? Like, brother, I'm telling you, like, just imagine, right? We generations out of so-called slavery, and some of us, might be first generation completing high school or college. You understand? That's what you see why black people celebrate finishing high school or celebrate finishing college or getting a PhD. You see how they celebrate it. It's like, it's like, whoa, you did something. You understand? When these other nations, you looking for a doctor. How many of you have been looking for a doctor, trying to find a black doctor? You understand? Which goes to show you that they done put us in a cycle where our sons and daughters think they can't become doctors for their people. You understand? When 50 years ago, before this integration, we had our own doctors. We had our own everything. Baseball, you name it. Basketball, you name it. Had everything for ourselves. But lo and behold, somebody just can't leave us alone. So come on, So you see, educational, economics, health system. That's just a few things they're naming, and it's, falling right. In line with blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. Like as a culture, as a nation, as an ethnic group, we are oppressed, and we don't even, we don't even understand the oppression. Like, just understand this: KFC, McDonald's, and them, they could pay enough money to live in a nice home, nice rent, have a car, really good, but they choose not to. They choose to pay $15 an hour or less. And then you had to go what? Pay rent that is what? $2,000? Like, what I mean? They don't have to oppress us like this, but they choose to do it. And they're doing it knowing that this would be the outcome. Like, we will depend on them. That's why black people, you would think, okay, well, yeah, we're talking the truth. Why black people didn't want to come in and and do what we're doing? Because of this helplessness, because of the mindset of them coming now and doing what? Making the slave master upset with them. You understand? Now go to Exodus to me. Let's get Exodus. All right. Let's get Exodus. And then I want Matthew 4 with Christ being what it is when he was
tempted.
Yes. Come on.
Exodus chapter 32. It says, and when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him.
You understand? Moses brought them out there to become what?
Free.
Yes, a nation. But because of the oppression, because the oppression was so much in Egypt, you understand? Because it was so much in Egypt, we wanted to do what? We wanted to go back.
Right.
You just, fathom that just for a minute. You on your own, you getting to make decision on how your people is going to eat, how they're going to survive, what they're going to do. We don't have to now work for these Egyptians. We can work for ourselves.
Right.
But guess what? Nah, we want to go what? We want to go back to Egypt.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
This is like a prime example of black people taking the easy way out.
Yeah. That's you saying, you know what? That's you convincing yourself. You know what I mean? You know when they take a class, right? And your intention is to take the class, pass it, so that you might be able to get a better job. You could put it in the application. You know what I mean? You could do something with it. But you tell yourself what? I don't really need that right now. You convince yourself you don't need it. You convince yourself to be a failure.
Right.
And you say, you know what? Now I'm gonna just go work for this man right here. Make that money and whatever. Right. Or you go to you're going to college. You know what? My dad, he never did it. My mom, she didn't do it. Well, ain't nobody gonna worry if I ain't do it. Right. And you walk out. Convince yourself. Well, these brothers and sisters was doing what? Convincing themselves that, you know what? This ain't what we want to be. Too hot out here. We hungry. Moses up there. Let's go back to Egypt. We didn't have to listen to him and whoever he went up there to talk to. Let's go back to Egypt. You understand? They wanted to go for what? The easy way out. They wanted to what? Be failures.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
Come. Verse 2. And Aaron said unto them, break off the golden earrings, which are in the ear of your wives.
And this Aaron is like your preachers who just say, you know what? I know exactly what you want, and I'm going to give you exactly what you want. You understand? When Aaron was supposed to be like, la, I'm not doing that. You better get some strength. Grow some kahunas. Grow it. But I ain't doing that. Joy. But Aaron did what? He gave into it. And he made the golden calf. And what happened? Moses had to what? Come down and said what? Who want to serve the Lord, stand here? Who want to go back to Egypt, stand there? And what happened?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
The Most High killed a bunch of the ones that stood against Moses.
Yes. The ones that wanted to be failures, the Lord said, you know what? I'm opening up this earth here. I'm going to gobble you all up. And then told the people who decided to stay on the winning team to do what? Go get the censers. Those censers are holy. He didn't say go save them people in the dirt. They go get the censers they had. Those are holy censers. You understand? You better stay in here if you want to win. You better stay in here if you want to conquer. You know what I mean? All this oppression that the white man done put on our people. You better stay in here. If you're not in here, you better get yourself in here. Right. You understand? You better get yourself in here. You know what I mean? You want to know how to, fight for your relationship, not fight against it, not fight for a way out of it. You better get in here. You better get in here and learn. You understand? No, take me to Matthew. Matthew 4. Come on.
Matthew chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
So this is Christ doing what here? Fasting to do what? Strengthen his spirit, because he was about to do something where you will, you'll need that type. You will have to fast to get that type of spirit Christ has. Like you got to really put in that fast. And Christ, he was fasting. You understand? And now here comes Satan. You understand? Here comes this demon. Read on.
Verse 2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was awarded. He was afterward and hungry. He
was hungry. Because that's what fasting do. Fasting does what? Make you hungry. And because you're hungry, now guess what is coming to you? Your brain, come on.
I was about to say
Satan. But your brain is telling you what we need food at. We need some food. You understand? And now guess what? If your spirit not strong enough, you will do what? You become a criminal to eat.
Right.
You understand? You will commit what? Skip me down to where where Satan say, yo, dive off this building.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
This officer, I have to leave, sir. I have to leave a little early today, sir.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
All right.
All right. Shalom, Mishkatha. Come on.
Salaki, sir, you said take you to where, sir?
To where he went up on, I think, a high place, and Satan tell him to dive, to jump down. Right? So all that is that type of that depression that black people go through. And black people going through that what? Right now, today. We are depressed in this place. You understand? We thinking we done give everything to this place. And now they fit into what? Take everything back. You understand? Come on.
Matthew chapter 4, verse 8. And again, the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly exceeding high mountain, and
Mm-hmm.
showeth him the kingdoms of the world and the glory
Mm-hmm.
of them. Verse
Mm-hmm.
9, and said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou
Right.
wilt fall down and worship me.
And that's the same thing. You go ask your brothers and sisters who all the way up in them Congress, your Cory Booker, your Hakeem Jeffries. Go ask them who they bow down to. They didn't bow down to Christ. They didn't bow to Christ. They decided to do what? Go serve who? The oppressor. Be a vessel for the oppressor. You understand? And Satan come to you and tell you what? I'll give you what? Riches, everything, world. You understand? That's why you have to, yeah, I mean, once you start to follow money, you gotta really pay attention to it. Why? Because that could be what? Could be a demon telling you what? We need this, we need this, we need that, we need this, we need this. So we need to get this. I need to be a millionaire. I need to do this. Ain't no problem with being a millionaire. But don't forget your first wife, which is who? This truth.
That's
You
right.
understand? Forget that. You want to run, you want to go be a millionaire. You're ambitious, go do it. Don't forget your first wife, though. Don't neglect your first wife. You understand? Read on.
Khan. Then said Yahushua unto him, get thee hence, Satan,
Mm-hmm.
for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve.
That's it.
And
Christ had to tell him, yo, you're only supposed to serve Christ. Christ trying to tell you, yo, go hungry. If you had to go hungry. You understand? But the counter to that is this. What did Christ tell us? I believe, I forget who he was speaking to when he said, the Father in heaven, right? He feeds who? The birds. Paraphrasing. He feeds the birds. Do the birds work on 9 to 5? No, but they get fed. You understand? So how much more he's going to do for the Blacks, Hispanic, and First Nation people, who is his chosen people? You understand? Like, he gonna feed you up. We're gonna be just fine in this place. But we're gonna have to come in the truth and realize we're going to have to change. We gotta change how we think. You understand? We gotta change how we act. You understand? We're gonna have to become brand new. That's stop, you know what I mean, being sinners, basically, in a nutshell. You have to stop it. Read on.
Khan. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him.
You understand? You know it is to you know what I mean, to go through a test and you pass it. Oh man. Now you feel what? Now you're fighting that helplessness. You know it is to go, you know what I mean, say, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to study this subject. You study that subject, pass it. You know how you feel?
Right.
Feel good. And that's all it takes, that one feeling that you feel good. And now you think you could do what? You could go conquer. You could go do this. You could go do that now. You understand? Because you don't get that taste of what it is. You understand? You don't get that mindset. But if your mindset is to always be like, that ain't gonna work. Right. No. It's going to work. Come on.
I got that precept you wanted in Matthew 6.
Come on.
It says, Matthew verse 6, verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink.
You hear that federal workers? Don't worry. You want to take your food stamp away from you? Go ahead. He just trying to oppress you more, to make you what? More helpless. Right. You understand? To make you learn helpless. He want to teach you a lesson. You understand? He wants to see you run into a store and try to rob it. Now he know he have you. Now he know he have you. You will do anything to eat. Oh, the devil. Once he see you doing anything to eat, brother, go ask them men in Hollywood.
Right.
You know what I mean? Tell them, you know what I mean? Raise the pants up to the kneecap and see if it black. You know what I mean? Roll that pants up, Let's see what you've been doing in Hollywood. You understand? You understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
They know. Now, what you gonna do? If you stand with the Lord, you wouldn't do that. You will say, you know what? This Hollywood thing ain't for me. I'm gonna find another gig to do. We'll find another job to do. You understand? Especially when it comes to that ESO military, what's going on right now? If you're in the military and you're a black man and you ain't realize it's time to get out, brother, I mean, Lord be with you. You know what I mean? Lord be with you. You know what I mean? No, don't be crying for the Palestinians. You're a hypocrite. Go do your job then.
That's right.
Go do your job. Don't cry. Because the same people did it to your own brothers, the Native Indians, and black people, First Nation people. And they're about to do it right now to Asha in the Caribbean. The Caribbean right now fits into, you know what I mean, a war zone. You understand? All right, read on.
Khan. Nor yet for your body what you shall put on. Is not life more than the meat, and the body
right? It's not life more than the meat. You understand? Like Christ is trying to tell you, your life is more than what?
Important.
Yes, more important than food. So if you need food, the Lord gonna give food. We not getting out of this except by brotherhood, Akwath. You understand? Squeaky clean, as dirty as a baby diaper. You understand? With doo-doo. You understand? You ain't squeaky clean. You as dumb as a brick. You coming in here, you know what I mean, as them purple, you know what I mean, sodomites. Coming in here, you know what I mean, taking notes and then going back. But they had to leave thumbs down for deceiving garbage. You're a dummy. You know what I mean? You're a dummy. You know what I mean? And I like, you know what I mean, brothers who, you know what I mean, hide behind a keyboard and type. You know what I mean? You're brave. We know you're brave. You understand? Come on. Now there's one more thing I want to hit you all with, right? Right? One more thing I want to hit you all with. Right? Remember what we've been saying about black people, right? Okay, why is the Chinese able to have a strong empire? Why is the so-called the Persians, the Iranians, they're able to have a strong empire to the point where they could push back the oppressor?
Slaki.
You understand? Come on.
Because they're together.
They're together. You're right.
Salaki.
You're right. Come on.
They got their own belief system.
They got their own belief system, correct? But there's something. Okay. Think. I don't want to give it. We all work for this one, man. I work for this one. Okay. Why black people don't have it?
Salaki. Because we join with everybody else.
Okay, but why? Why we join with everybody else?
Because we don't think that we can do it alone.
But why?
Salakia, sir.
Oppression?
Salakia, sir.
Somebody who said it?
Salakia, sir.
Because of oppression?
Yeah, oppression. oppression. That's why we join with him. But who's saying Salaki?
Also the common one. I was gonna say Stockholm syndrome.
But that too. All right, that too. All right. Now, I want to give you squeaky clean. Listen for 1 minute. Listen from 1 minute. You know what I mean? You ain't listening. So doodle gonna fall from your mouth when you open it if you ain't listening. All right. Ain't nobody gonna listen to you. All right. Boy, oh boy. So the Chinese, they have a strong empire. The East Indians, they have an empire too, right? The Arabs, they have their empire.
Salaki,
come on,
sir. I was gonna say because they have their own God.
They do have the okay.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
What about just the leadership?
The leadership also too. Okay, what you're saying is correct, right? But okay, you may not get it because you know what I mean you can't read my mind, Salaki. All right, but it's along the part of they being left alone until the empire ready to do what? To make sure they fall back in what? In line. You understand? The Chinese, they were left alone for what? For years. Who went and tried to close down the Chinese Black Wall Street?
Nobody. They
The
closed
Chinese
their
Wall
doors.
Street.
I forgot what year that they closed their doors, Salaki, sir. But you know, what I'm saying, they didn't let no outside influences come inside of China for a while, if I'm not mistaken.
Right?
What year was that?
Good.
They closed. They didn't let no trade.
Let's see. So I'm gonna share this here with you. Tell me if you all can see it. All right, don't worry, Squeaky. I see it. You learn. You stay right here, Squeaky. You're gonna learn. Squeaky clean.
Response to anything happening to Haiti is a violent one.
Decided to replace the Kenyan force with a new gang.
All right, so now Al Jazeera, we're just using this for educational purposes. All right, Al Jazeera.
Salakia, sir. If I may,
Come on.
I think I
Come
got
on.
it. They not letting other people come and build in their communities, like start businesses and other stuff in their communities.
Okay, we could stop.
We could stop. Salaki,
we could stop that too. We just have to stop buying from them, but we're not like these other people. We kind people, we compassionate people. You understand? So we won't do that. But what we don't understand is this: that the oppressor. Let me see if you let the sister here. So and this you'll recognize. You know what I mean? What Commander Jehan have been teaching in here in this Bible, they're speaking it and they don't even know they're doing it, and that's because they don't give in to Esau's, will in a way, not fully, but in a way. They see that Esau's will is not the right, is not for them, but they don't have the solution for it. You understand? But listen.
Gang suppression force. This is about 5,500 troops. They'll have more latitude, allegedly, in terms of policing and military operations on the ground. As you know, maybe you'll be shocked to know, many scholars and experts are saying this isn't going to work either. What do you make of it?
Well, I think it's a travesty. I think for me, it's always been, why is it that the first response to anything happening to Haiti is a violent one? It's a violent one with foreign forces, with military power to kill the people. I don't know if you've heard, Eric Prince, former big mercenary from Blackwater, he had a contract from an illegal Haitian presidential council that was installed by the U.S. to come into Haiti and bring in equipment, military equipment and arms. And recently, there's a drone attacks in Haiti that killed a bunch of kids at a birthday party, right? So my question is, why is it that it's so easy to think of Haiti as like the first thing to do, not work to actually install to help install a political solution? The first one is a violent solution. When we know that Haiti does not manufacture guns, it does not manufacture bullets, that all the military equipment that you see in the hands of these young men come from the U.S. You think that guns and ammunition comes through these private ports, which are privately owned, by the way, by these families, the bourgeoisie, the Haitian elite. You think people don't know where these guns come from to basically wreak havoc so that Haiti remains in chaos, so that we can use that as an excuse to basically make it a staging ground for U.S. military.
What did Trump say? What did Trump say about Chicago? Squeaky clean. Squeaky clean. What did Trump say about Chicago? Let me see if you're listening. Come on.
I was going to say, sir, he said he was going to use it for a training ground.
Yeah, for who?
For the U.S. military.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason why we don't have the empire like China, and yeah, of course, we ain't doing what the Lord said to do, but it's also too, the white man will not allow us to. He will not allow us to have a Black Wall Street. You understand? He will do what? He will send in what? His troops. Remember, the sister is saying what? That what? What is the sister saying? That they're not even putting in a government that's going to take care of what? The issues. They're not going to give solution. They're putting people in there to do what? To disrupt. Disrupt it. Cause chaos. Why it is wherever Black people is chaos. Where do you think all them gangs come from? Now your ethnicity based on what? On colors? On a blue flag or a red flag? You understand? Like what Black people need to understand is we are going to have to do what? We are going to have to come together. Like in Zephaniah. Give me Zephaniah. Like give me Zephaniah. Right? I'm gonna play a little bit more. Why they get Zephaniah for me?
Just like it, sir.
Come on.
I have it.
Force,
hold it.
but not call it that, right? And what the U.S. has done with this thing called the Global Fragilities Act is find a way to not have boots on the ground, but to use local forces. Of course, it's going to
and around Latin America. I mean, one of the things I've been fascinated by is that they're asking Caribbean and Latin American countries to bring folk in to intervene
in Haiti.
Yeah, in Haiti.
Everyone's willing to do it, right?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, there's a long tradition of kind of regional solidarity.
Not with Haiti. But, Mexico has a leftist government right now. It had a leftist government under AMLO, and AMLO actually was the one that was pushing for the Kenyan forces to come and was a co-pen holder with the U.S. to writing for this military intervention. This is Mexico with the cartels. Because why isn't the UN sending a gang suppression force for the cartels in Mexico or in Jamaica? Major gang problems, Trinidad. So we always have to question, why is it that, where you have more, the Mexican cartels are much more armed than the police.
Yeah.
Haitians, like the arms are not that great. And so why is it that we can allow the chaos to be created and then say, oh, we need to just bring in more what we need now is a force, a gang suppression force that's also not a UN force. That they give it the veneer of the UN because they vote through the UN Security Council, and they convince everyone, they bribe everyone to go along with it, so much so that the two countries that have always vetoed, they're like, Haiti does not need another multinational invasion force like the Minister force that caused like 40,000 deaths in just by bringing cholera to the country, sexual exploitation. It's being sued for all the children left behind that it fathered with the rapes of young girls and rapes of boys. And so the Russian and Chinese members of the UN Security Council have always said no, but then they were really pressured by the U.S. push to CARICOM countries, and then this fake government, the Presidential Council, basically say,
I don't care. What's the solution? What's the solution? We are going to have to do what? Give me Zephaniah 2:11. Usually Squeaky Clean, man. Squeaky Clean was in here. He was learning. He was listening.
Like sir, I put him in timeout.
Okay. All right. Squeaky Clean, hear that, right? You're in timeout.
I told him put his nose in the corner, sir. Salaki.
All right. Salakia. I like Squeaky Clean. Don't worry. You'll get a chance to teach one day, Squeaky Clean. Come on.
Like so, you said 2 and 11.
Zephaniah 2:1.
Oh, come. It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
What she's saying, she was talking about what? Other nation gathering together to do what? Come and help take care of her problems. Mm-hmm. Right? But there's a part in there where she did. I mean, I'm gonna get it to say she did mention one of the solution is, maybe they should just leave us alone. I was trying to find that part in there, right? So but nonetheless, she called different groups, different countries to come and do what? Take care of their issues. Why we can't take care of our issues? If the Esau leave us alone, we're going to take care of our issues. Trust, we're going to take care of our issues. We don't need him to take care of our issues. He can't take care of his issues. Right now, his people is robbing each other. Like it's, the earth going to end tomorrow. These bastards robbing their own people. You understand? Like we gonna have to come to the realization we are going to have to take care of each other. All right, read on.
Habakkuk, verse 2. Before the decree bring forth.
All right, before the decree bring forth. Like the Lord want us to come together because this earth fitting to go, go to war. And what side are you going to be on, black man? First Nation people. What side you going to pick? What side you going to be on when this happens? What side? You going to be on the losing team or you going to be on the winning team? What side are you going to be on? All right. There's one more wanted in there. There's one more wanted. It ain't coming to mind right now. All right. Any questions? I know we're over the time. Any questions before I let you all out? You're good to go, right? Right. And you could go look it up too. There's a video on YouTube also too where it explains it, the learned helplessness. Where you get a good understanding of what's going on and why it's imperative when you come in here and you brother, you fight. You understand? You fight. You come in here and you conquer everything you were afraid of conquering in the world. You need help with it. You need you need counseling. You pick that phone up and call. You get all the counseling you could get. The best counselors are. All right. And with that, who I passing the class over to Zion? Or Tabo, one there?
Select, sir. Officer Batazar 1, sir.
Okay, I'll pass it over to Prison Officer Batazar 1.
Shalom, shalom. This is the ISUBK security announcements. We are the ISUBK start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they are in need of transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, a brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18 to 21 and Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Ma'ashura, it means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. A priest fund, it's a free will offering for priests. It is not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Holy Convocation is the Passover. You know what I mean? Get a load of hand. It's the Passover. Oh, Shalaki.
No.
Shalaki. Hanukkah. And with that, we're gonna men of Israel, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel. Stand. Men of Israel. Amajim. Mam Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Sabrak.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Sabrak.
Sar, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel. Sar, gracious sisters, men of Israel. Amam Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh
Shema Shema Shai.
Yadamatat. Class dismissed.
You all don't forget to send up them prayers for Jamaica, huh? Dear brothers and sisters, man.
Count out on concept.
Shalom.
Shalom.